dedicated to helping business owners excel in the digital world. This is The Path to Growth. So let's talk about how during this pandemic, a lot of businesses stopped their marketing. They halted all of their initiatives for marketing because, yes, a lot of people are having a hard time, and it's almost like paycheck to paycheck at this point for these businesses. So how can they even put any money into marketing? We created an Alexa skill called content ideas. So basically, if you can't hire an agency right now, you should still be able to come up with ideas using our brains for how to create content for your industry. So if you're a restaurant or you're a law firm or anyone really, or a lot of people have gone to online shopping. So if you just created a brand new Shopify and you have your shop is live, you could just literally say, Alexa, open content ideas, and she's going to ask you what your industry is, and she's going to give you ideas on what content will help you on social media. And that's it. That's really, it's a very simple skill, and it's designed so that business owners like yourselves can market yourself during this pandemic. You're going to have some downtime. So this is the perfect time to get used to this. And, don't worry if you go, obviously if business starts picking back up and you don't have time to keep up with all this stuff, that's a different discussion. That means you can market again, and you would most likely go out and hire somebody or, your niece or your nephew, and you'll have ideas. Now you'll have ideas so that you could post every day. Do you think this Alexa skill is going to be able to help businesses? Do you think there are other means that they should go about also, with or without an agency?
No, I think it can definitely help. It's something every business owner should look into. The other thing business owners need to think about, though, is if you're doing no marketing today, you're already on the path of becoming irrelevant and unfortunately going out of business. If you are doing marketing, stopping that marketing is then going to put you on that path. So as bad as times are, as bad as times can be, businesses need to consistently market, or they unfortunately go down the path of becoming irrelevant.
Absolutely.
So marketing is super important to a business. I mean, I believe there's a stat. We just had a colleague mention to us about Coca-Cola,
right? Where
if Coca-Cola stopped all their marketing, they lose about 40% of their business. So just think about that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't realize that, let's just take an example. Actually, you're paying your cable bill. You're not going to stop paying your cable bill. You might take away HBO and Stars and Cinemax because you don't need these premiums right now, but you're not going to stop paying your cable bill because you always need that to, people need entertainment. So that's like your electric bill. You're going to pay your electric bill. You need that.
Correct.
People have to start thinking about marketing. Marketing is not just, let me throw some money.
Yeah, let me run an ad on Facebook.
Right.
There's other things you can do.
Email list. Marketing is huge. Marketing is your website. A lot of business owners think that, let's just pause the website. You can't pause a website. It's impossible. I mean, it's your breathing.
Everybody's in a similar boat, but especially restaurants, live events, people in that type of field are really hurting right now. So unfortunately, they're losing a lot of business. But in order to stay relevant, and once this is all over, in order for them to bounce back quickly, they need to do something in terms of marketing. So you got to think outside the box. You got to be creative. You can't just stop and do nothing. So if your budget might not be as big as it would have been, when everything was normal, but you still need to have some type of budget to continue doing some type of marketing.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree 100%. Even if, let's take, for example, I mean, you're a director. So filming, if people want to film, if they want to film a storytelling piece, do they really have to go out and film this beautiful quality piece in order to tell their story? Right now, you don't have to. You could film something on TikTok. We just put out a video and it was supposed to be something, it was just off the cuff. It was a healthcare heroes video. And I mean, this thing blew up within a week. We got 150,000 views on it. And I swear that we had no clue this was going to blow up. We just wanted to put something out. It was a 30-second piece, and that was it. I mean, of course, the music has something to do with that, but these platforms are allowing you to put music in your videos. I mean, this is what TikTok's all about. TikTok, Reels, if you want to put out a 15-second piece on something, it's just something to tell your story. Because if you're not telling your story, your customers who can't spend that much time with you anymore are not going to know your story. You need to be able to communicate with your customers online. And if you weren't already doing that, customers aren't going to magically find you by continuing not to do that. So
Exactly.
it's a lot out there. And if you're not comfortable on camera, start a blog and tweet. You have to do something to get these customers to know what's going on in your business. Because if you're not going to stay relevant, why should a customer give a shit about your brand? What's going to entice them to come visit you and pick up an order or curbside? Anything that you're trying to promote, you guys need to really think about all aspects of marketing and not just think of marketing as glitz and glamour and, oh yeah, social media likes. It's not about that. You got to take away those vanity metrics and you have to think about your brand. If your brand is not going to be relevant, then you're going to disappear. And unfortunately, that's another thing that one of our colleagues was telling us is, 50% of the city is going to lose restaurants. And this is not a joke. This is life or death. So marketing does have a cost. But just like anything else, you need to think about what aspects of
And
marketing.
a lot of people view the cost of marketing the wrong way because
Right.
I also believe a lot of them might have a bad taste in their mouth from a previous experience they had or something where they felt like it didn't provide them any value. But they need to understand if they market the right way, you can't think of it as a cost, an expense. It's an investment.
Absolutely.
So if you invest in the right marketing strategies, you have the right partner that can help grow your brand, increase sales, that's an investment. You're going to get a return on that spend. It pays for itself. So that's a problem a lot of business owners have. They're afraid to make that jump and invest in marketing because they just look at it as an expense rather than an investment.
Absolutely. It's just like anything else. I mean, if you didn't go out and buy Bitcoin back when it was, you're missing out because it's almost at 30,000 right now. So you have to think of marketing like that. If you're not going to place your foot into something that's sturdy, like a Facebook or an Instagram. I mean, these guys aren't going away. You got to stop thinking that these guys are going to, oh yeah, I'll put on Facebook right now. But TikTok's really big. TikTok's huge right now and it's only going to get bigger. But the organic reach is going to decrease. So then it's going to cost more. So start putting stuff on TikTok. It's not a platform. Bringing that video we made back has helped us discover that TikTok is not a children's platform. We got over 500 comments from, in this case, our audience was nurses. And these women are not young. There were men on there too, and they're not young. They're 30, they're 30-year-old to 40-year-old to there was 50 and 60-year-old people commenting. So this is not a 15, 16-year-old audience platform anymore. This is becoming real life, and it's becoming a 15 to 30 or 15 to 40-year-old platform. And it's only going to start going that way. Because once these kids are on there, the parents are going to be on there and the older sisters and the siblings. So you have to think about that. So I think that about wraps this up. This was supposed to be a quick note to all business owners out there. 2021 is going to be a fresh start. Might not be until quarter 2, quarter 3, things start picking up again with this vaccine that's out. There's a lot of people who don't want to take it. I'm one of them. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It's something you got to think about. You don't know what's going to happen. So, once society starts getting back to normal and your business gets back to normal and you want to pick up marketing further, that's something you would think about. But for now, think about what you can do as a business owner. Think about what would make you think about life or death for your business. And social media is the key to that. It's communication with your customers. So, all right. See you guys next time. And if you have any questions, we're going to leave our contact info. Please feel free to email us. We'll help you. We'll help you come up with decisions and see what we can do. If you feel like this has brought you some value, please join our community by texting podcast to 516-447-5332.